When you think of a high five, you probably think of celebration, camaraderie, or just a casual way to say, "Great job." But in one Norwegian city, high-fiving could actually get you in trouble. That's right. Here in Norway, the seemingly innocent gesture of high-fiving is restricted. But why would a city take such a strict stance on this friendly gesture? Let's dive into the fascinating story of Norway's unusual no high-five rule and why it exists. Before we jump into this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's strangest laws. Norway is known for its breathtaking landscapes, strong social values, and a reputation for order and civility. So it might come as a surprise to hear that high-fiving, a universally friendly gesture, has sparked enough concern in certain Norwegian cities to warrant a restriction. The rule isn't just a random decision, though. It's rooted in a combination of cultural norms, public order concerns, and some rather unusual incidents that led to public complaints. For some cities, public gestures, especially loud or overly expressive ones, are seen as disruptive to the calm and peaceful environment that Norwegians value so much. High-fiving isn't the only behaviour that's discouraged. Other actions that could draw unnecessary attention or make others uncomfortable are also limited. But this particular restriction has stood out, perhaps because it involves such a common gesture. According to local guidelines, actions that involve sudden movement or loud expressions are seen as potentially disruptive in high-traffic areas like public squares or popular tourist spots. But how did it come to this? The story goes back to a few years ago, when a series of gatherings in a particular city turned rowdy. Groups of friends, many of them tourists, would meet in the town square and celebrate in loud and unexpected ways. High-fiving, chest-bumping, and other forms of boisterous celebration became common sights, leading some locals to feel their city was losing its serene charm. The tipping point, however, was when a local event got out of hand. In the aftermath, the local government decided it was time to set some boundaries on public behaviour. The result was a set of guidelines that, while seemingly strict, aimed to restore peace in public areas. High-fiving and other loud gestures were included as activities that could cause a disturbance. Not everyone was on board with the rule. Many locals felt the guidelines were overly controlling and unnecessary. "High fives bring people together," one resident noted, arguing that the rule seemed to go against the spirit of social unity. But despite the mixed reactions, the restriction was put in place as a part of a broader initiative to keep public spaces quiet and orderly. Today, Norway's no high-five policy has sparked a lot of curiosity and even some frustration. Some Norwegians feel it's a law that goes too far, while others see it as a small price to pay for the peaceful atmosphere they cherish. The rule isn't strictly enforced, but it serves as a reminder of the balance Norway tries to maintain between social interaction and public order. One local law professor explained that Norway's approach is rooted in the concept of hygge, which is about creating a cosy and harmonious environment. "In places where high fives could lead to rowdy behaviour," he said, "it makes sense that cities would want to limit actions that could disrupt the peace." There are similar laws in other parts of the world that aim to limit certain public behaviours. In Japan, for example, there's a strong cultural emphasis on keeping noise levels down in public areas, and people are generally expected to be quiet and respectful. Similarly, in Switzerland, loud public celebrations are regulated in residential neighbourhoods to avoid disturbing others. For now, the no high-five rule remains in effect in specific Norwegian cities. So if you're planning to visit, be mindful of how you celebrate, at least in public spaces. You may want to save the high fives for private gatherings just to be safe. Thank you for joining us today to explore one of the world's most peculiar laws. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our future episodes as we continue to uncover strange regulations from around the globe. And let us know in the comments, what do you think about Norway's no high-five rule? Does it go too far? Or is it a reasonable way to keep public spaces peaceful? This is Bizarre Regs, where we keep the world weird, one law at a time.